There's so many misconceptions, lies, and just flat out bad information when it comes to dropshipping. And in this video, I'm gonna be exposing everything. So I'm gonna be talking about all the things that the gurus just aren't going to speak about. I'm also gonna be telling you what to expect when you're getting into the dropshipping business model. So that way you can come into it with a fresh mind and you don't get blindsided. So make sure you stay to the end because I know this is going to be extremely valuable. So if you're excited, be sure to go ahead and drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more dropshipping content. So let's get right into it, okay? So the first thing I want to get off my chest is that dropshipping is dead and that it's a bad business model, okay? I feel like when everyone gets started on their entrepreneurial journey, they have shiny object syndrome and they want to hop from business model to business model. For me, it was between two things. I wanted to do dropshipping and I wanted to have an agency, okay? Because I saw all these guys making all this money, that the margins were crazy with agency. But after doing it for a little bit, I realized that you're really at the mercy of your clients and it just almost it feels like you sign up for another 9-to-5 job, if that makes sense. So I wanted a little bit more of that laptop lifestyle, I guess you can kind of say. So I chose dropshipping, and I can tell you that it's not dead, okay? Because technically, if you're saying that dropshipping is dead, that means you're saying that e-commerce is dead. So that's why I never understood when people say that, because it doesn't really make any sense. Dropshipping is a fulfillment model. So you're either doing typical e-commerce where you're buying, the product in bulk, you're having it stored in a 3PL warehouse or at your home, and you're shipping out the products that way. Or you're doing the dropshipping method where you are, sourcing the products from overseas and having them ship them to your customers, and you're just the middleman. Either way, it's the same shit, just a different way of fulfilling the orders. But I will say this, the only way to really truly succeed in dropshipping is by doing branded dropshipping, okay? So you can no longer, just throw up a bullshit store and just, start selling products that way, okay? You need to have a legit store. You need to have what looks like a branded website by having a high quality logo, high quality images, some good copy, reviews, so on and so forth. And you can do this from day one. It's literally not that difficult. I have so many tutorials on my YouTube channel. I'll try to link one just in case if you don't know how to make your own store, so that way you can watch that video. So if you're the person out there that's still trying to source products with AliExpress and get 40-day plus shipping times with a bad store, with all the stock scarcity tactics, the trust badges, the bad copy, the 500 million colors on your store, it's probably not gonna work for you. Now, the next thing that I wanna talk about is how everybody claims like dropshipping is so easy, or that's how it's perceived, because I know how it feels to be scrolling through TikTok, scrolling through Instagram and seeing a bunch of gurus show off, the screenshots, the money, the cars, the luxury lifestyles, and just winning product after winning product and be like, what the hell am I doing wrong? Well, I can tell you firsthand that a lot of people are full of shit, okay? And you need to realize that just because someone shows a Shopify screenshot does not mean that they're profitable, okay? I've seen stores that have generated, well over 6 figures and are still at a net loss because after advertising, after paying influencers, after paying the team, they are at a net loss, okay? So just because they show a screenshot does not mean that they're making money. Dropshipping is hard, and it's extremely hard, and it should be hard because if you want something better in life, that doesn't come easy, okay? And one thing that I want to say is that dropshipping is a testing game, and that's one thing that I want to lead into is you have to be willing to lose money, okay? And this leads into how dropshipping is hard, okay? Because a lot of people are just gonna end up quitting, and that's where you can really, get ahead compared to everybody else, because most people are gonna test one product if they even get started in the first place. They're gonna test one product and they're gonna lose 50 to 100 bucks, and they're gonna say, this doesn't work, this is a scam, and I don't wanna do this anymore, okay? So if you're willing to push past that failure, you're gonna be much better off, okay? Because at the end of the day, dropshipping is a testing game, and it's, a constant, the same thing over and over again. Product research, building a new store, building a new product page, testing ads, making new creatives. It's the same exact thing in a repeated cycle until you find something that works. So are you willing to test 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 products before you find your first winning product? Most people aren't. Really quickly, before we go ahead and move on, I have to talk to you guys about the sponsor of today's video. Sell the Trend is a Shopify alternative that simplifies the dropshipping process by allowing you to create a store that already has a bunch of free apps uploaded to it, from upsell apps, reviews, currency converters, and so much more. All you have to do is choose one of their high converting themes, and you can get started with creating your store in minutes. Importing products has never been easier. You can literally upload dropshipping products to your store and connect with suppliers with just one click. Sell the Trend is also a product research tool that allows you to find winning products with ease. By using all of their advanced filters, you'll have real-time insights into the most trending products in the hottest niches in seconds. And one of my favorite features about Sell the Trend is their store intelligence feature. You can search up any store and find out their best-selling products, how much money they're making per month, and even what apps they have on their store. If you want to try Sell the Trend for free for 7 days, I'll be sure to leave a link at the top of the description. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is how people will tell you that, your ad strategy is what's going to make you more money. Your ad strategy matters, when in fact, it doesn't. All the ad strategies work, okay? You just have to pick one. The majority of the time, people flip-flop from strategy to strategy, and that's because they come to YouTube for information, but they're watching this YouTuber and this YouTuber and this YouTuber and not sticking to one strategy for at least, 3 to 6 months. And then from there, if it's not working, then you can try something different. But there's no magic button inside of Facebook, no magic toggle that you can switch on TikTok ads that's gonna allow you to make more money, okay? Obviously, you can choose the wrong thing and, target the wrong country. Maybe you can't ship to that country. But if you just do a standard ABO campaign, you have 3 different ad sets. I'm talking about TikTok ads. You have 3 different ad sets inside, all broad targeting, and you have about 4 to 5 creatives inside of those ad sets. After that, you're good to go. You don't need this fancy, ad strategy for you to be able to make money. What's really important, and what's I think is probably the most important thing when it comes to dropshipping, besides obviously the product that you choose, is your ad creatives. And that's why content creation is so important, because if you know how to make high converting ad creatives, you will never struggle when it comes to dropshipping. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about that not many gurus are going to tell you is, you need to expect to, one, lose money, which I said before, but you're going to have a lot of uncertainty when it comes to this business model as well, because when it comes to dropshipping, again, it's a testing game. Okay, you need to be willing to test products, and don't think of it as you losing money on each test. Think of it as, okay, I spent 50 bucks on this test, 100 bucks on this test, but now I learned something and I know not to do this time, or not to switch this on this time, or to do my creatives this way, or choose a better product. As you go and as you, keep testing more products, you're only going to get better. But when you're a beginner, you don't know what products work. And if you've already been like 1 or 2 products deep and you've lost money, now you're gonna start overthinking the whole product selection part. And what's gonna happen is you're gonna start having analysis paralysis. So basically that means that you're just gonna be analyzing too much instead of taking action. And typically what happens after that is that you just wanna quit, which is also completely normal, and something that, goes through every beginner's mind is that, hey, I wanna quit, I'm losing all this money, whatever the case may be. One tip that I can honestly give you is that you need to get over your money blocks. And what do I mean by that? And this is something that's not really talked about a lot, but when you come from a family, I come from one where everything is very scarce, people are very cheap, you hear things like, money doesn't grow on trees and things like that. You subconsciously start to have money blocks, okay? And you start to attach your worth to money, and you start to penny pinch on every single little thing, okay? And you need to be able to get over that, because if you want to be a real business owner, you need to learn to be able to spend money and know that money is abundant and that money comes to me easily and effortlessly, okay? You need to have this type of mindset, this abundant type of mindset, because if you don't, you are just going to be blocking your own blessings. You're going to be blocking yourself from finding yourself a winning product. Now, the next point on my list is something I'm truly passionate about, and it's the people who say, oh, this product is saturated, or this niche is saturated, or dropshipping is saturated. Just stop it. Saturated, the people who always say that something's saturated are the people that aren't willing to put in the work, and it's just an excuse. Oh, that's saturated, I'm not even going to try that out. No, you just don't want to put in the work. Now, is there such thing as products that are saturated? Of course, but you need to be thinking of it in a different mindset, okay? You need to be thinking, okay, this product is selling really well for these, few competitors, but how about if I switch it up and I do something differently? The example I like to use all the time is a company called Manscaped. So if you don't know what Manscaped is a grooming company. They sell clippers, but they target men in body hair and groin hair, okay? Now, did they create clippers? No, clippers have been around for years and years, but they took a normal trimmer and named it for guys and shaving your ball hair, straight up. And that's an example of taking a product that's already doing really well, which would be quote unquote saturated to any typical beginner, and taking it and, you know, marketing it in a different way and using a different marketing angle to really start to, you know, make a brand and start generating sales. Now, I say this to say that I do believe in saturated products, but to an extent. I believe in marketing angles more, and I feel like if you're creative and you're a good marketer, you can make any product work. Which leads me to the last and final thing that I want to talk about in this video is your mindset, okay? And I know that mindset sounds cliche. I know, I used to hate it as well. But at the end of the day, if you come into this not really expecting much, if you come into it with a broke mindset, with a I don't want to spend any money mindset, you're not going to get any type of success. Just like any other business model, you have to take it serious, okay? You have to be able to willing to sit down and grind for 16 hours if you have to learn how to, you know, set up a store, how to start running ads, all these different things. You need to be able to constantly be seeking new information daily. If you're not learning something new every single day, you will be left behind because e-commerce and dropshipping is a constantly evolving game. So that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you took some value from it. If you did, make sure you go ahead and drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more dropshipping content. And if you're somebody out there that's looking for a like-minded community full of other dropshippers on their dropshipping journey, feel free to go down to the description and sign up for my free Discord server. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Let me know in the comment section down below what kind of content you guys want to see from me in the future, and I'll see you guys next time.